Yo, it's the TP. Yo, I'm back. This video is a follow-up on a video where I talk about on why men typically take longer getting over a divorce. And if you look at that video, I point out the identity of a man is stripped from him involuntarily. So this video is going to look at the differences between a man's identity and a woman's identity. Now, this is in the context of marriage, right? And fatherhood and whatnot. So when you look at a man, him being a husband, father, he takes great pride in, because naturally, this is what God wants. So a man that takes pride in those things, being a provider, being a protector, being a father, those are God ordained. Thus, he himself is closer to God, and he obviously takes pride in those identities. As typically with a woman is, her being a mother and a wife, it's always something bigger than that for her. So if you try to tell her, hey, you're a mother and a wife, you tell her that, and she'll say, hey, I'm more than that. While a man has said, hey, me being a father and a husband, that's the top. That's as best as you can get, regardless of my position, regardless of my job that I have. I could be CEO of a company. However, I'm a father first. So the thing is that when you look at those type of identities, like I said, a woman is typically, there's always something bigger than those God ordained things. Thus, when you go through a breakup or a divorce, it looks as though she's the one that has moved on from the divorce quicker than what the man has, because those identities she's been taught to minimize and to be other things outside of a mother and a wife, and she's out there searching for those things. Or she may have been the one who, someone's told her that, hey, you're bigger than that, you're more than that. And typically it's done by other women. That's the sad part. A lot of the times when women are, talking this nonsense about them being more than a mother and a wife and being submissive to your husband, those things are being looked down upon by their own gender, by their own women, and make them feel shame about that. Men, hey, we want that. Hey, there's nothing more than a mother taking pride in being that, or her being taking pride in being a wife. So let's keep that in mind. And it's almost funny that we almost have to trick women into being what they're supposed to be. And it could be unintentional. It could be something along the lines that we say, hey, we may say something along the lines, hey, it may look as though, we're diminishing women and their roles, and women were quick to say, well, we birthed the nations and all those things. Oh, okay, now you're taking pride in being that mother. Okay. Or we may say, hey, it could be just outside conversation. It could be talking about divorce. It could be talking about family court, and the woman will somehow take offense to it and then talk about how important her role is. As a mother, we talk about, as far as kids come out of single parent households. Like I said, again, it's unintentional. Even though the stats show children, actually are not, are better off with two-parent households than a single mother household, single parent household. But we make a distinction with those too, because we also know that single parent can also mean a single father. Typically, even with a single father, kids turn out better than if they were with a single mother. And when you say something like that, or is perceived as diminishing her role, now all of a sudden she wants to take pride in that mother. There are kids that come out better with single mothers. So now you're taking pride in that motherhood. Okay, so we almost got to trick them. Like I said, it's unintentional. Men, we're not out there diminishing women. We're not trying to do that. But we also know what the stats are, and we also know what God has ordained for families. This is never in God's plan for any child to be raised by one parent. However, when it happens that way, you get these negative results. Yes, there are exceptions. However, we have to make the distinction between a child being maintained and raised. Yes, you can, as a single parent, hey, you can feed your child, you can clothe your child, you know, give them the best possible outcome, you know, regarding those things, you know, sheltering your child, things like that, and that's great. However, there is another aspect of being an adult, and that's wisdom. And sometimes one parent can impart all the wisdom that the child needs to navigate through life. And typically a child is left out there well maintained, doesn't have the wisdom to encounter what's going on in life. And sometimes you need both parents. A mother can impart wisdom and a father can impart wisdom. But typically with a boy or a man, he's gonna need that wisdom of his father, okay, to navigate, to, you know, go through certain things. Because regardless of what we talk about, equality between men and women, society, when it comes to a lot of things, hold men more accountable because they expect more from men, believe it or not, okay, regardless of what goes on. I don't care. Y'all can be in a 50-50 relationship, men and women. If the lights go out, they're not looking at that woman. They're not going to say, well, hey, the woman owes equal accountability, or holds equal accountability. They're going to say, hey, that man, you know, needs to step up. That's what they're going to say, regardless. So, and this is, you know, this could go into another video, really, but we're just talking about identity. And is that at the end of the day, we both need to accept and take pride in our identity, and being a father and mother, husband and wife is the pinnacle of what we need to be. All the other, these mundane things, your positions, your careers, when you're on your deathbed, no one cares about that. No one's going to sit there and say, oh, this person was a great CEO. This person was a great manager of, you know, McDonald's. No one's going to care. They're going to care, hey, you know, was this person a good mother? Was this person a good father? And then they're going to look at the product, which are the children. You know, how are they? And based on those children, they're going to say, you know what, you come from good parents. Based on that, okay? No one else cares about your position. No one cares. Yes, it's a means. You know, granted, you need money to raise your children, but at the end of the day, that's not going to matter when you putting that over what you're supposed to be. Peace.